your bobbins up. Pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Wind it back again. Wind it back again. Pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Point to the ceiling, point to the floor, point to the window, point to the door. Put your hands together, 1, 2, 3, and put your hands up on your knees. Hello everyone, we're going to do that one more time, but this time can we try to go just a little faster? Do you think you can do that for me? Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, go. Wind your bobbins up, wind your bobbins up, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Wind it back again, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Point to the ceiling, point to the floor, point to the window, point to the door. Put your hands together, 1, 2, 3, and put your hands up on your knees. Put your hands up on your knees. Put your hands up on your knees. Woo! Hi! Hello and welcome to Stories and Tales. I'm so excited to have you here with me again. And guess what? It's Christmas! Yes, it is Christmas. And I'm here to say Merry Christmas to you. Whenever Christmas comes around, I always like to think about the reason for Christmas. Why do we celebrate Christmas? You want to think about that for a minute. Ask mom, ask dad. Why do we celebrate Christmas? Is it for jollof rice? Is it for the gifts? Why do we celebrate Christmas? Well, I'll tell you one good reason for Christmas. Because of Christ. Jesus Christ is the reason we celebrate Christmas. There's a whole story there, and I hope you know the story about the birth of Jesus and why we just choose to remember that this season is a special season as people. All right, so today I am reading a Christmas story. Another one continued from last week. Last week I really had fun reading that story to you. Today we're reading another Christmas story, and the title is The Snowman's Song. The Snowman's Song. You know, when you think of Christmas, what are the things that come to your mind? One of the things is snow. That's why we have the song, It's a White Christmas. The white is the snow. So yes, snowmen are some of the things that remind us that Christmas is around the corner. So let's find out the snowman's song. It's true, you know, that people of snow send their thoughts around without making a sound. Their feelings become small jewels of pure ice, and they sense these frost drops like a snowy cold spice. Oh, by the way, people of snow here refer to snowmen. Okay. I want to sing. The little snowman sent his thoughts to his mother. I want to go a-caroling like a happy child with a silvery voice. It's Christmas time. I want to rejoice. Snow people can't sing, his mother thought sadly. We're made of snow and it makes no sound. A child of snow doesn't have a choice, doesn't have a voice. I'm sorry, my son, you don't have a choice. But her little snowman son had so many strong wishes. He wanted to share that he made a windstorm of whirling thought air. Cut. I'll read this page again. But her little son, Snowman, had so many strong wishes he wanted to share that he made a windstorm of whirling thoughts air. I want my voice to be like church bells or like harps that angels play in the clouds. I want my voice to be bright, happy, and loud, so all the people and creatures of earth will hear my proud hymn to our Savior's birth. A tiny bright bird with a darting quick pace wrapped her feet on his tree arm and sang near his face. Her thoughts formed soft snow notes so sweet and clear, he almost felt he had ears to hear. That's our snowman. Looking for a voice, he wants to sing. Why can't I sing like you? Thought the little snowman. Of course you can. She sent his thought back to him as she touched his snow head with the tip of her wing. But first, you really need to believe that no matter what anyone thinks back to you, it just isn't true that a snowman can't sing. Do you think snowmen can sing, kids? How can I do that? Everyone tells me I don't have a choice. I'll never make music or have my own voice. I'm not sure how you do it, the bird replied. I just know before you can change who you are, you have to believe. Feel it deep in your heart. Think strong thoughts in your mind. Even when there's no hope, you must see a star. That's the snowman talking to the bird. So the sad little snowman put on a brave face. He worked hard to replace his doubts and his fears with thoughts of sweet songs, music, bell ringing, and choirs. Deep in his heart, like a candlelit fire, his bright wish remained his one heart's desire. The sun always cheered him at dawn. He felt strong. He tried to have hope that his voice would soon flower. Will this be the day? Will this be the hour? But his spirit grew weak as the day became long. Each day was a chance to make a new start. But by night, he cried ice and felt sad in his heart. Sometimes he looked up for signs in the sky, but nothing was happening. He couldn't make sounds. Despite all his wishing, no one seemed aware that deep in the park, in the snow, he was there. But one day, he woke up and something was new. The morning was crisp, the sky was bright blue. He felt powdery footsteps. Mommy, look what I found! A small girl stood near him. Then she jumped up and down. Her eyes were so happy, her thoughts like bright lights. Her warm voice was filled with pure Christmas delight. He's such a cute snowman! Could I stay and play for a while? Of course you can, dear. I'll be right here, just have a good time, said her mother. For most of the day, she played beside him. She straightened his hat, turned up its brim. She draped her red winter scarf around his round middle. She sang him 3 songs and told him a riddle. Then she dangled her store-bought glass beads and charms all over his long carrot nose and both arms. Do you think he can hear me? She asked her mother. Are you crazy? Said her big brother, rolling his eyes. Who told you those lies? Snowman can't hear anything that you say. Let's go home, said her mom. We'll come back another day. But the little girl didn't want to go home. That's the little girl. That's the snowman. The little girl didn't want to go home. Her once joyful thoughts took a more somber tone. She ran up to the side of his sad, snowy face and whispered these words which felt like an embrace. I know you can hear me. I really believe it. I think you are special. I'll never forget the day that we spent. I hear your music even though you can't speak. And then she leaned over and kissed his cold cheek. He wanted so much to sing just one small note, but nothing would come from his cold, hard snow throat. If only she knew he could hear in his head the sweet, gentle grace of the words she had said. But something was happening. He just didn't know. For where she had kissed him, she left a warm glow. And little by little, the snow melted spaces, leaving tiny pearl strings of small open places, from the side of his face to the base of his throat, like the holes in a flute that play very high notes. The night before Christmas was the worst night he had had. All around there was music. Everyone seemed so glad. He silently stood in his place in the park. His feelings were frozen. His thoughts were so dark. His mother was worried. She felt his despair, and she tried to send him comfort through the air. He knew that she cared. But his cold, heavy silence was too sad to be shared. The loss of his dreams was too much to shoulder, and they wouldn't come back even if he had told her. He bowed his head and shut his eyes tight. Snow was starting to fall. It was such a cold night. With the last ounce of courage that only faith brings, his thoughts formed this prayer with frost-covered wings. Sorry, kids. Please, let me sing a song filled with light. Then my life will be perfect, my thoughts will be bright. And all the sweet sounds angels used to stop doubt will burst forth from my heart and out of my mouth, like a powdery snow over his holy night. He almost missed her soft steps in the snow. She was holding a candle that gave a warm glow. It was the small girl. She had brought him a gift. She sensed all his tears. His soul needed a lift. Round his neck there was twinkling, like spoon hitting glass. She had made him a necklace in her second grade class. Silver bells, gold star, and snowflakes of blue. It was beautifully fashioned, and it made music too. This gesture of kindness made his heart feel so light. His spirit was lifted. He forgot all his sorrow. No more thoughts of tomorrow, no more thoughts of the past. He just loved this one moment. He wanted to freeze it just so it would last. Then the winter came. The winter wind came with a huge forceful blast. The tinkling bell necklace swirled round very fast, and all of a sudden the holes near his face blew out lyrical sounds like a heavenly flute. The whole world stood in place. His dream was fulfilled. He was no longer mute. His song was spring rains and violin strings, the fragrance of flowers and hummingbird wings, words of great kindness, the faith in our hymns, the shine in our eyes and a little girl's wings. More joyful than angels, more peaceful than sleep, filled with longing and prayers and memories to keep. All the love in his mind, all the light in his soul, his dreams for the future, his hopes to be whole were the notes of his music, his own unique psalm. Her soft giving spirit had made his thoughts calm. She knew he had heard her. It was golden and true. The wonder of Christmas surrounded these two. I want you to see the picture of the snowman singing. For this sweet frozen moment, this small speck of time, in heaven and earth, everything was sublime. The end. I hope you enjoyed that story. I did learn one thing. If you want something and you have faith for that thing, you can get it. I know this is a snowman, and yes, snowmen do not really have the ability to sing, but guess what? He wanted to sing, he had faith he could sing, and he did sing. So what is that thing you want this Christmas? You want to put a smile on your friend's face, your family, whatever it is, have faith for it. You can do it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share with your friends. And I will see you right here next week. Bye.